I started by asking you, I said, look, we're at 15,000 job cuts at the moment for this year. Do you think we're at the right number to right-size the bank? You would say no.
Yeah, sadly, I mean, with a headcount over 200,000, and the industry's only going one way anyway, I think this is an interim CEO, so if he becomes the full-time CEO, then you can expect more. Whoever comes in is going to want to make their mark. So this is a sensible kind of mid-term step, but definitely headcount is only going one way, and within a couple of years, you'd expect it to be comfortably below 200,000, which kind of tells you the quantum to go.
And in terms of that, part of the argument in the article is, of course, our return on equity in Asia relative to our return on equity in Europe. Does that stack up in your mind in terms of where you would allocate resource?
Well, it makes complete sense, but you would expect an emerging market bank, their emerging market operations, to be much higher ROE. I think the issue you've got is French retail is a horrible place to be. UK mortgages, because of ring fencing, they're growing aggressively there, and it is a battlefield there. They're very, very competitive. And as well, think about the investment bank. It's massively underperforming. They need to cut more fat. So unfortunately, that probably means the offices in Canary Wharf. So London and Europe makes complete sense. The other question mark will, of course, be the US has been a huge underperformer for a very long time now. They put it front and centre of what they need to do. But because they're going to stay there and not sell, whether they take an axe to the US to begin with, I think remains in doubt. But certainly Europe has to be the focus to start with.
Very briefly, is this Noel Quinn's stake in the ground to get the top job permanently?
Absolutely. I mean, given where we are, given the fact that we now expect rates to be cut in the UK, they're coming the wrong way in the US, and this is a very rate-sensitive bank, you need to get completely ahead of cutting costs, because that's the only game in town at the moment. You have to cut.